All right, good morning. A little tired today, so bear with me. Audio seems to be working. Stocks seem to be working. Okay, think things are working. Okie dokie. So today's an interesting day. Um, I am starting a crypto course today. Pretty excited about that. Bitcoin seems to be about ready to just pop off. That's pretty exciting. How's SI doing? Speaking of crypto, all right. Right before earnings. Earnings are in 4 days. That must be Monday. I think today's Friday. So the 18th. 18th is Monday. 19th is Tuesday. Okay. And Tesla is still hopping off. So we've always been getting a little bit lower as we're getting a little bit higher, but we are very, very consistent going into earnings. So no one is selling Tesla going into earnings there. It's pretty impressive. All right, let's check it out. Okay. So that worked. Let's see, A28E, 0X. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jared? Yeah, loner? Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, 1 second. I'm trying to multitask here. High vibes today? That's good. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm tired. Went to bed late last night. Went to bed late last night. Um, Trying to get ready for that course I'm starting to give today, which I'm excited about. And Bitcoin's moving. Tesla's moving. Look at Tesla, man. Straight up like 4 or 5 days in a row. Pretty cool stuff. Exciting. I don't know if I'll be able to get to nap later, but I doubt it. Bitcoin doing good. I'm thinking about throwing some into some BTC derivative, just not sure which. Yeah, it's not my course, it's someone else's course. I'm just proctoring it. All good though. Land of America? Uh-uh. That's interesting. Nah, do you got a link or something? Wow, look at how tight this action is. Oh yeah? What you got, Jared? Post some links. Let's get some acres. It's a little bit like here. I think we're gonna get pretty volatile here pretty quick. May go past right past 900 from here actually. What you got here? There were some parcels like this in Arizona. Yeah, it's not. It's pretty nice, man. I mean, Colorado's absolutely beautiful. 41 acre property for 40 grand. Yeah, it's cool, man. I think this is in the very bottom of a basin. See that little circle right there? That usually implies a depression or a peak. So just make sure it's not going to get run over. 6,000, 6,700. Oh, so it's towards the top, not a bottom. South Colorado. Well, I like how they did that. The zoom out feature is pretty good. I'm not sure where the people are, but. Oh, well water. Oh, that's good. Topography map. That's dope. That's not bad at all. Yeah, you won't get inundated. You got a river right there. Looks like most of your water will go over there. See if it floods at all. Wow, Spanish Peaks right there. Trinidad. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It just keeps zooming out. Greenhorn Mountains. And that's, I guess, the border with what's south of Colorado? New Mexico. So I'm way over here to the south, I think. It's a lot of pictures here. It's pretty dope, though. He sent you this. Yeah, I want to see his disaster money application. I never got unemployment, so maybe that's gonna knock me. Well, tell him whatever he puts it into, he should deposit the same amount in some kind of passive income, getting like 10% or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty nice. All right, Tesla's still on the come up, still looking great. This is not at all. Oh, it is. Okay. All right, Tesla looking good. We got Nasdaq doing its job. LAC try to come back. Let's check. Oh man, it's so dry over here right now. We're still in a correction, or if we've had a follow through day. I didn't see one, but we are in a confirmed uptrend. Wow. So when was the follow through day? Um, in a positive change closes near day highs. I believe it gets hot. They don't really tell you when we moved into the follow through day. Let's see if it was yesterday. Okay, Nasdaq stages follow through day. All right. So Nasdaq did have a follow through day yesterday. Let me get out my paper here, make some notes about some names. Okay, what is IBD looking at here? Thursday's micro received a boost. There was broad strength. AMD, CrowdStrike, Microsoft rising near buy points. All right, write those names down. Somebody mentioned snow in chat, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Mo said snow looks nice. Okay. AMD, CRWD, Microsoft, snow. That's fairly close. So that's kind of its IPO breakout point. Tesla just keeps rocking. Close enough. All right, Tesla killing it. BYD, DF gapping up, and Tesla gapping up. Okay, so let's see here. All right, Tesla appears to be on its way already without a major breakout. Not bad. Man, it's just a Tesla market. We're just living in it. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. We're on the way. Man, Tesla just seems like such a common sense investment. Everything else is definitely more suspect at the moment. Jeez. Hmm. Accumulation distribution shows choppy through there. Definite higher lows. Nice on support. LAC with a nice flag. Nice flag. BYDDF Evercore Partners continues up. Financial. SLH seems to be a little choppier than normal. NVIDIA still looking pretty good. All right, let's go check out global watch list. All right, Riot Blockchain, great volume today. I wonder if Riot Blockchain will be as bullish as it has been during this next bull run. Riot Blockchain. Hey, what up, Ellie? Yeah, I'm curious if Riot is going to do it. That's pretty bullish. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to answer is why not? If there is a why not. So actually, here's the run up on accumulation distribution. We're still holding up okay. You know, I was thinking about it. Um, and yeah, right is up 8%, so it'll probably do pretty good. I don't know. I'm trying to find my freaking. Oh, here it is. Oh, BTC's moving. Absolutely, Ellie. Thanks, bud. Hold on, please. BTC. Hmm. There you are. There you are. All right, let's head back to it. All right. Uh, Tesla maintained another gap today. Yeah, right. Blockchain leading all the BTC, at least the ones that we have. What's the one? MSTR MicroStrategy. Yeah. How are they doing? They're up 4%. Yeah, so right, blockchain does appear to be the one with the cache and all of the percentage increase, so that's good. Tesla's doing pretty good too. NTR. Oh, let's just walk down for a minute. XBEV looks nice. XBEV looks pretty nice. So GPTC's already had a move. TripAdvisor. That is interesting. TNA, nice action. So yeah, Ellie, the market according to IBD is back in a confirmed uptrend, and most of these stocks have popped back up kind of after malaising. So maybe we're going to start our run. Absolutely, everything, everything. You can always buy everything. No, there's definitely, um, yeah, it's definitely not everything, but United Rentals looks pretty nice. That looks really nice. If you get that transportation stuff, oh, transports, that that is nice, Ellie, right there. Look at the transports. Maybe that's all due to Tesla. I don't think Tesla's included in the transports, but that's my joke because they make cars and stuff. It's pretty. That's a nice breakout right there. Nice gap up. Very nice. Very very nice. That's a that's two double bottom bases and a cup. What? That is two double bottom bases. This thing could have a big ass breakout. Look at this. There's a double bottom base. There's a double bottom base. Here's a cup. All under one umbrella. What the hell is this thing? Was it HXL? I love it. Yeah. You know what? I think we're gonna watch that later because I'm not quite sure what that is. So we're gonna watch that later, and I will be friends with YouTube algorithm. HXL, come on now. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, keep. Okay. Wow, this is ranked way down there. Carbon fiber reinforcement, prepegs, composites for aerospace. That's cool. Well, both. Right, definitely because of crypto. Just a different ecosystem. Man, this looks not like those technical structures imply. This doesn't look like that. 82 relative strength. Cup without handle, 6509 entry. They're not talking all about the double bottom. It's textbook. Wow, so this is literally just them saying the relative strength went up. This is the weirdest article. Okay. They're trying to lead you here, but they like fundamentally this thing is garbage. 1018 is earnings. That's just a lot of. I'm gonna add that to actual. That's such an interesting. I've never seen. I've seen base on base, but I've never seen like just straight up duplicated bases and a cup underneath the same breakout point. That's crazy. And there's net. Jesus, look at net. Some distribution. A little bit on the open there. Finally, maybe. It's already pumping right back up. All right, what else are we looking at? I need to have Riot on here. LAC. Yeah, LAC. Yeah. Yeah, it's breaking out from it. Absolutely. It's still in a viable range too. So right there's your breakout, the top of this range. And had pretty good volume on the breakout day. I think it meet the 40% over average criteria. 5.5 was average. It was at 7.6, so that's almost 50%. So hopefully, market signaling back an uptrend. Hopefully, that'll be a good move. Now, not every follow through day works. I do want to say that. Haven't said that yet. Not every follow through day works, but you know, we do have a follow through day. But yeah, beautiful cup and handle on LAC. It's big too. That's most of the almost all year. A 10-month cup and handle just broke out. Yeah. Yeah, it's not rocking out, unfortunately, but it's not falling apart yet. And really good volume on the right side of the space. So great volume popping up. Really low volume in throughout here. Then we get increasing volume on the right side. It's really nice. I like it. Yeah, long term. You're like, oh, I wish I would have got in at 25 a year ago. That'd be awesome. Oh, I'm gonna need a nap later. I think. Ugh. Uber Solage. BYDDF looks excellent as well. EVR. That's a breakout too. Pretty illiquid, but it's going. Hey, what up, Monkey Tron? Not too much, man. Tesla's doing good, still little gaps. And Bitcoin, man. You're looking at Riot Blockchain as a BTC derivative. Looking pretty good. Yeah, let's look at BTC natively, which is doing great, Monkey Tron. Looking pretty good. Taking most everything out. And then there's whatever the hell Matic is doing. Matic just rallied straight through. Yeah, a little bit. But Dot's not going anywhere, but BTC just looks really good. So that's why Riot Blockchain's leading up here. All right, so Tesla's selling off a tiny bit. Volume is a little. Maybe it's just normal. I guess volume's just normal here on Tesla. See if any news is coming out. Tesla removes full self-driving from Cybertruck page. No way. No scrolling. Oh, it's just they've wow, they've changed it completely. They're not even promising a price. Oh wow. Wonder why they have the charging port back here. That's awkward. That's what I was saying, Jared. Yeah. I never even considered they would do that. I like it. Yeah, well, Elon been saying that for a long time. I mean, it makes sense. I think 10K is a lot for it, to be honest with you. That body is dope, though. I wonder how they're gonna deal with because it's supposed to be an exoskeleton. So I wonder how they're doing the frame and everything with the body, how they're attaching that. Oh yeah, science. That's true. This is pretty garbage, though. You're not tied to a price at all. They just science it. Exactly. Yeah, I don't disagree. Oh, that's kind of garbage, isn't it? Wow. It's good for Tesla. Bad if you want to buy a Cybertruck. I want to read this article real quick. Yeah, more than 1 million people have a reservation. I don't know. I don't know. If that's my neighbor, if there's some fine print to that contract, yeah, changes remove much of the information we know about the Cybertruck. That'd be awesome, Monkeytron. That'd be dope. Ah, man, that's messed up. Ford China sales outperform US? Really? Wow, 457 versus 401. Wow. All right. All right. So a little bit of weakness showing up, except for LAC. LAC is up a little bit more, 4.45. Tesla rolled over a little bit. Looks like Docs is still taking it on the chin there. BYDDF looks pretty darn healthy. So does EVR. A little more than even Tesla right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Net too. Look at freaking Net. Anything from Tesla? I don't know. We just had the shareholder meeting. What was it, a week ago? Maybe a little over a week ago. Not sure if they're going to have any brand new updates. So you have to keep in mind the Tesla roadmap is already laid out. Everybody knows what's going to happen. You've got two factories opening, and that's about it. I mean, there's full self driving, but they're iterating on that every other week. You're just waiting for vehicles to roll out of a couple of buildings, and that's about it at this point. So I think most of that information is known and already kind of accounted for. So yeah, I'm not sure there's gonna be anything brand new. Now they may focus a little more on current numbers. They didn't talk so much about numbers in the annual shareholder meeting. They may talk more about that in this one, obviously, because that's what it's. It's a quarterly update. From that perspective, they'll give a little bit more short term. But I mean, the big picture's where we at in 8 months. Where we at in the middle of next year? How does that how does that line up in terms of ramping production up at Fremont, getting production ramped up at in Austin and Berlin? That's really, I mean, we're gonna see numbers. I think they're still doing. Some people are still tracking weekly deliveries, but I don't see that talked about as much. Majority of it is quarter over quarter with traditional reporting. I don't. They're not tracking, 200,000 VINs anymore. It's not like back in the day. Back in the day, they would track every VIN before they got to 5,000 cars a week. They would track every single VIN, and they would say, "Okay, these are the VINs registered with California. And these are the VINs registered." Not so much anymore. So it's kind of quarter after quarter, month after month, but it's no longer week after week. It's just too much for individuals to keep up with, and there's no companies that have that kind of that care that much. And if they do, it's all private information. They're the hedge funds. They may still have that information, but our time horizon for Tesla is out to the end of the decade. So it's kind of boring next 8 years when it comes to Tesla. Yeah. So I know really the only thing I think that could be the unknown is if they actually do something with full self driving, which I doubt. I actually don't think they'll be able to pull something with FSD out of their butt. I want to show you this video real quick. Probably get flagged for it, of course. Really? That's the one that was taking up 5 gigs of my memory? Just youtube.com? Okay. Yeah, it's knocking on 5. McLaren 720S, nice. All right, let's take a look at 10.2 mil. See if I can find this video. Yeah, this is what makes. This is right where we should be.
At least that's what I mentioned that. Okay, so now we have another flashing light. And it seems to realize it this time.
No, we're too far. I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's new. So it realized that there were the flashing red lights, indicated it on the visualization, and it also...
All right, check this out.
Unconventional thinking means we see
And
things
by that I
differently,
meant this
so you can focus on what matters
T-Mobile
most.
ad, of course.
That's how we've become the leader.
Obviously, I meant pay attention to this T-Mobile ad. But check this out. This is why I'm nervous about FSD.
There, we've got weird lanes here that usually confuses it because we've got a bike lane right here.
They did.
So right now we're in the bike lane. It seems to realize it. It seems to be getting over.
Check this out.
And then we got to head through this construction zone, which again, it's a tricky place to navigate through. We are going really fast. Yeah, okay.
That is full self-driving. If it can't fucking navigate that, I don't know. Like, that was... It was going to hit it if he didn't... He slept... Here, I'm just going to keep replaying this because it's hilarious.
Just going to back up here and...
I wish he
Really
would have,
fast.
Jared. I wish he would have.
It's a tricky place to navigate through. We are going really fast. Yeah, okay. We are going really fast. Yeah, okay.
I mean...
So that was
So
not good.
FSD had another half a
Back up here
second,
and-
maybe.
Okay. We are going really fast. Yeah, okay.
Like, those are some pretty damn obvious signs there's something in the road. So look at the thing on the screen right here. I don't see any road cones. So what the fuck? What the fuck is full self? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this thing is far from ready. Far, far, far from ready because they're just letting this algorithm train itself. And I'm like, no. There's got to be some supervised learning part to that. I don't think it's that epic. I mean, all right, let's listen to it again.
We are going really fast. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. That's hilarious. So, I mean, this whole video is kind of filled with that stuff. Somebody has to back up, and this same stretch gave him problems last time. So right around... Oh, hold on a second.
Take over immediately, so it disengaged itself there. I guess was going to keep going. Yeah, I guess was going to keep going there. Take over immediately, so it disengaged itself there.
So it disengaged. That's not too bad, I don't think, if it tells you to take over, if it's a little confused. I wouldn't be mad if that was the error, because at least it said, hey, I don't know what to do here. But yeah, running straight into all those cones probably would have done that. But let's see. Let's go back to the beginning of this dude's video.
I went back into it. I'm not here in a grocery store. I did notice on my drive over station looks a lot of traffic. See what we can.
North Humboldt Boulevard.
That's really loud.
So
All right, that's really going. Feels confident.
it went real fast there.
East North Avenue.
So look at the visualization. It looks crisper, I guess. It looks.
Yeah, so I agree with you, Ellie, and this is my problem with how I think AI is approached. I think AI is approached from, hey, I can make an algorithm and I can have it do everything and it can just know what to do in all situations with just this algorithm. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think that makes any sense. Think about how humans work and how they study how other animals work. We all have short-term and long-term memory. Okay, when I go into a new neighborhood, I drive a little slower because it's unfamiliar. I try to learn the neighborhood. I try to understand what's going on. You have general rules that, you have general rules that you can abide by. Like, okay, I understand this is a lane and I have to trust that this is a lane. But when you get into like a construction zone situation, you drive slower. Everybody drives slower. So, but they're approaching this. What do you got there, Ellie? You forget the construction is done by people with half brain. They often set stuff well, they kind of have to set stuff randomly in some instances. But you are supposed to be able to discern there's 6 massive objects directly in my lane. So that was just a huge failure from the FSD. But my point is kind of just general neighborhood driving. So this guy lives in Milwaukee, and so he's driving these Milwaukee streets. He's familiar with these Milwaukee streets. If I were to drive the Milwaukee streets, I would be slower. I would be a little bit more, so he may drive 35, I may drive 32. I may drive 30. I may drive. So here's another weird section. And see, that could have tripped up a bunch of people. That's not, FSD did that one okay, I think. Not great, but okay. But if I were to drive Milwaukee streets, I would drive slower. FSD, it's new all the time. Yeah. So, but if FSD were driving my neighborhood, it would see it new every single time. If I were driving my neighborhood, my short and long-term memory gives me some confidence to understand I have a street coming up, to kind of understand the nuances to this neighborhood. Now, the AI that is in FSD would be greatly augmented if they were to have some type of, gating around situation. So as you move into a neighborhood, it downloads the next neighborhood, and it knows a little bit about that neighborhood in whatever way that happens. It needs some kind of short-term and long-term memory, in other words. So if this guy drives these Milwaukee streets all the time, it should say, when I'm coming up here, I'm expecting to see this pattern. And if it sees it, and then it's just looking for pedestrians and that, because that's how our brains work. As I walk through my neighborhood or drive through my neighborhood, I'm expecting to see, these streets. I'm expecting the curve by the school. I'm expecting this T at the stop sign. And if everything matches, I'm probably going a little bit too fast because I have a lot of confidence. And so here's another situation.
Onto North Terrace Avenue.
We got a car there. Okay.
So this is a good
It's
test.
fine. I'm not sure if it did the blinkers correctly. I didn't have a chance to see that, but
This is a good test
see,
from
we
this
stopped
guy
really
here.
far back from that stop sign. It's going with a lot of confidence here, and we've gone over this line before.
Tower Road.
Yeah, so I think it would have done better if there were a car to be in that other lane, but
So that is what it is. That's a tough one. That right there is a very tough situation. But if it had short-term or long-term memory, whatever you want to call it, it says, okay, I know I need to cut this tight. Maybe it goes a little wider here so it can stay in the lane. Or maybe it's programmed to not care about the lane line if no one is there. But whatever the case may be, it's learning it new every single time. And that is a problem because as this program iterates, this is an interesting situation along with this kind of roundabout thing that he was in before, because it's like this roundabout's just a little awkward. It's not bad. And see there, tripped a little bit because it has no short-term, long-term memory. He knows that. It'd be nothing to him after the second try. Absolutely nothing. And so in one day with, two or three Teslas going through areas, they should be able to iterate on that section and kind of know what to do. And I don't think they're taking that approach. Which is, I mean, they're thinking it's faster. Maybe Elon's right, maybe he's wrong, but the more that I watch these AI FSD things just go, the more that I realize that long-term memory is very vital to skills. Very vital to skills. So if he's gonna make TeslaBot and he's gonna have a hammer in TeslaBot's hand, he needs to understand how that hammer works, not just try to hit a nail every time. It needs to improve, because learning is improving. Intelligence, and that's a good point right there. Intelligence is improving on a skill set, improving on a knowledge base. So I don't know if they're improving the knowledge base of FSD or just improving an algorithm, but an algorithm is not a knowledge base. Insane road setups in the UK adjusted over hundreds of years. No chance this will handle them until the city changes the road layout. Yeah, so I think that's a problem. And I don't know. I mean, look, okay, sorry, Ellie. I'm an artificial intelligence expert. And everyone's doing it all wrong. That it's only compute. They need to have compute, and it needs to be like the M1. It needs to be a system on a chip. It needs to have a lot of memory. It needs to be able to download. It needs to be able to upload and all. It needs to. When they go to Milwaukee, they're going to pull up, this guy's information. They're going to say, okay, this is what's happening on the streets, in whatever way that is done. But until they do that, I think it's going to struggle. I mean, if this pops up in 6 months and is perfect, I'll be shocked. I'm like, wow, I really have no idea about how life works at all. But this is the perfect drive example. And this one's, I didn't watch the rest of this video. It's like 47 minutes, but yeah, it was having problems with flashies. Let's go see this flashy.
And I'm just gonna pull off here just for a second. So I'm taking over, and I'm just going to pause here. I'm gonna turn on Joe mode.
Oh, he
if I
just
can
paused.
find it.
He just stopped.
I don't know, Harley Davidson Museum. I feel like that's always a good one for us.
I didn't notice that the steering wheel was the second square. I didn't see that.
That should be a decent route. We may have to speed ramp things a little bit, but we'll see how it does. I'm just going to go through this light here because we did stop so close to it. It's probably a little bit confusing.
I mean, Teslas are still great cars to drive.
And re-engaged.
So they definitely have that going for it. They're great cars to drive, but the FSD part of it, this isn't going to give any value for a long period of time. And you know what? I feel a little bit sorry for the people that bought the FSD, even for 3,000 or 5,000. I forget what it started at. That just, most of those people aren't in the beta. And if you've got, when they start selling FSD. Yeah, so it's definitely prior 2021. History, 2019. So 2019. So they had, in 2016, they had FSD hardware version 2. So anyway. Yeah. So it's been a while, but it's going to be a while longer. All right, guys, I got to bounce. Go check out the markets. Tesla, high day. Boom, there you go. Apparently they're not watching this video. So they're going for it. Right, blockchain coming back down right now. Yeah, me too, Jared. I got to bounce. All right, everyone, have a good one. I will see you on Monday.